Hello, my name is Olivia DeVenti with Market Education for Kimball Office. In this video clip, we're going to look at the recent changes with Xsite and Visual Impression with 2020. As you can see on the screen, you see that I have a structure run on the left-hand side and some panel elevations. This probably looks similar to what you have been previously doing with your specifications. Now, my typical is not complete, but I just want to run a bill of materials so you can see the changes. So I'm going to go to Create a Worksheet. Now, notice when I select to create a worksheet, it says my drawing must be saved, so I'm going to quickly save it on my desktop. And with this drawing saved, notice that it says Visual Impression and then associated is grayed out. I'm actually going to select Visual Worksheet for Visual Impression. When I select Next, I'm going to then go to Selected Objects, just simply because when you're running a bill of materials for Xsite, it's not necessary to attach to the elevation. So once that is selected, I'm going to keep moving forward to run a quick bill of materials, and we'll see what the changes look like in the worksheet program. Before I select Finish, notice that it says Open the file in 2020 Worksheet or in Visual Impression. I'm looking for Worksheet. I simply want a bill of materials. Once I have selected Finish, you should see 2020 Worksheet populate. It may take a second or two for this to occur. Once your worksheet has been populated, you'll notice that there's probably a prompt about worksheet containing standards. Now, if you've not worked with standards before, standards basically give you the ability to condense one line item into multiple lines. So you'll notice here that my order is out of sorts, and I can switch that around and change it up later. But what I'd like to do is make sure that Customize Columns is turned on. With Customize Columns turned on, I can now deselect Category and make sure there's a check for Alias 1. Now, why Alias 1 is so important is because we're going to break this standard up after we've checked it. Notice that under the part number, in this pink line, I can double click on it and it takes me into my bill of materials for these items. Let me stretch that out so you can see it a little bit better. The tiles, however, do not have an elevation associated with it, so I'm going to go in and type in that elevation ID simply as it is shown in the other line items. I can't make any changes or adjustments. It has to be shown the same exact way. Now when I step out of my standard and then go to flatten my standard, you'll notice that my bill of materials is now condensed. The downside to the condensed bill of materials is simply that I cannot create a visualization from this file. It is now a bill of materials. Do make sure that when you have your bill of materials that you simply do not turn the Alias 1 column off, that you do go into Assign and erase that content before you choose to consolidate it. If you have any questions about this new feature added in 2020 Worksheet for Xsite and Visual Impression, please feel free to reach out to olivia.deventi@kimball.com. Thanks and have a great day.